Hello, everybody. I am Connie, and it is Wednesday at like 2:25. I'm a little late today because I did a second video where I went through some updates. So hopefully we can finish this project pretty quick. So I just wanted to show you today that we are doing a Close to My Heart sketch. You know, Close to My Heart has a whole bunch of idea books that are really great. And I'm not really supposed to show them because Jeanette kept the rights to these. But I am working on this sketch today, and then the one next to it I really liked, but I made it horizontal instead of vertical, which is basically just a strip of paper down the center with 3 pictures. Very basic, very basic. But I did this version using the bee paper. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. And this is actually the old bee paper that retired. And then I have another little piece cut for a photo here, or I thought I could do something with journaling there. I loved the honey on here, you know, as the paper. The newer paper has this like, I think it's called Petunia Pop. It's a fuchsia color, and the paper is absolutely gorgeous. And you could easily do that. It has the same basic patterns in it. It's just with a different color than red. And so it's really pretty, and it's really beautiful against that wood grain. And so that's why I added wood grain to it. So my background paper is the wood grain. Now the other thing, you know, they have this whole bee themed, let me see what it's called, Meant to Be scrapbooking workshop, and it has a sticker sheet. And so I got, this is just the paper pack and sticker sheet. I did not get the scrapbooking workshop. Oh, the other thing, just so you know, one of the things that Karen Pedersen is starting to do a live video on the demonstrator side for the demonstrators who are newer to scrapbooking, going through the workshops to show how they're put together. And so I think we will start seeing more demonstrators doing some scrapbooking workshops, which is kind of exciting. I've been waiting for that for a while. The other example I have this paper, which is called Serene Love, which I showed the other day when I made some cards. And it's got this kind of like olive paper. It's got Lost Lagoon paper, and then that Night of Navy, and in different patterns. And if you look at my videos last week, you'll see some cards I made. But this is on the last chance list, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I really want you to check it out, because look at this. Do you see how amazing that is? Oh my gosh. So this layout is so beautiful with that. This color looks so good as a monotone kind of thing with that dark wood. The daisies that are on here are from the Daisy Close to My Heart dies. And do you guys, I mean, that's the one we were all like scrambling for before they closed. So definitely cool. The other thing, I was thinking about mailing this to somebody or giving it to someone who has a pug. I was thinking about you, Stephanie, and if you don't like it, just say the word and I won't send it to you. But look at this. Pug love. Wouldn't that be cute? And the color is olive, so I just thought, you know, I thought that was really cute. So you decide if you want to, if you want it or not. And if you don't, I have other friends who have pugs as well who would be happy to take this. Or I could just put a different title on it, right? Anyway, I love that. Love that so much. Okay. So today I really wanted to use that Everyday Happiness paper pack. And so I am using the cardstock from that. There is a dark side and a light side, and I'm using the light side, and this is pecan pie, and I'm using it for both pages. Now, in the exclusive scrapbooking kit, this gold wheat color paper is an exclusive, and you know, I had lots of it left over because I gutted my paper and I didn't use it all the same way they did in the workshop, so I had extra. And then I had purchased the paper pack, so that's what I'm using today. And I really wanted to use this really cool paper that's got the wispy watercolors. I could use the other side, but I like this one for this. I kind of like this one. Which one do I use? Maybe I'll go ahead and use this one since I'm using it on the other page. Oh, so hard to decide. Isn't it hard to decide? No, I have to. Hold on, I'm gonna hold it up to the second page and see which one I like better. I obviously have not made decisions about everything yet. I have this sketch. So basically the sketch is, it is a 6-inch piece of paper. So I just took the 12 by 12 and I cut it in half. And then you basically just center your paper down the middle like that. So easy. And then I felt like it needed a little more, and so I'll show you what I'm talking about. The center piece is 5 by 6, and I used cardstock for that. This is Lost Lagoon. And then the top piece, is 2 by 5. Now, when you put these on, you have to put this on fairly close to the top, within a 1/4 inch or so, like that. And then you put your next 5-inch piece and leave about a 1/4 inch or so between. And then the bottom piece is 3 by 5. So it's just a little bit larger. And then you'll see by spacing this out so that there's approximately a 1/4 inch, quarter, it works out pretty well, evenly spaced. And then the sides are pretty evenly spaced. So this part of the sketch, super easy. Basically, you just take a 12 by 12, chop it in half, and that's your pattern. And then these will be like photo mats, title mat, journaling mat, decoration, whatever you want to do with that. Now, the next part is, if you cut 2-inch strips from your patterns and things, what you will end up with are pieces puzzled together. So this is a 2 by 3.5, no. Yes, 2 by 3.5, and you need 2 of these. One will go up here to the top, and one will go in this 3rd position over here. And then you need 2 pieces that are 2 by 2.5, and one will go up here in this position, and one will go in the third position here. Now we just need some 2x2s, okay? So I cut a couple, you could use whatever pattern you want. I cut them in this cool looking plaid. That's not gingham, right? Anyway, I thought that looked really nice. And I cut 2x2 in the lagoon color, and I like the light side. And then I just kind of put those opposite, put these here and these here. And the idea is to just make a pretty nice arrangement. Now I felt like, okay, this is the sketch. This is it. All right. So 2-inch strips, 2x3.5, 2x2, 2x2.5, 2x2, right? And you just make 2 of each and rearrange them on each side. And I thought, this is really nice, but it needs zhuzhing, right? I mean, this is obviously one of Jeanette's older sketches, and I just kind of felt like it needed more. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue these on, but I'm going to make them a little bit closer to the edge of the paper. Now, the way I do this so that they're spaced nicely is I do the top one and the bottom one and make them spaced essentially the same. And then the other two, I just center between, okay? And they don't have to be totally perfect, but you want them to be straight. The main thing is that you want them to be straight. And I don't always get them straight, but I like using liquid adhesive for that reason. So it gives me a little wiggle room, or repositional that becomes, you know, permanent. Anyway, same way over here, same situation. Now I think I'm going to show you the right hand page before I add things to make this better or zhuzh it up. To me, this page is kind of interesting because it doesn't look like photo-wise. It's not obvious where to put your photos. Like, you could do really small pictures. You know, you could do really small pictures in these squares, but I would not. I would put my main photo here. I might even, you know, cross over this, or I would just go over the top of these, you know, I would just go over the top of it and use it like a background. But there's that idea. Okay. And you could play around with this a little bit, mat your photo, like make a 5x7 here and make this larger and this smaller, or, you know, you could tweak that a little bit. Now let's talk about page 2. Let me just, I have parts and pieces over here, so let me just get those together. I tried to keep everything together so that I wouldn't forget what I wanted to do on this page. All right, so page 2 is essentially the same in that I am starting with a pecan pie, and the other half of that 12x12 paper. And since I decided to go with the Lost Lagoon side, that's what I'm going for. And this one you can move anywhere you want. Now, the sketch is a vertical thing, and basically you put 3 photos across it, but I liked the paper going this way. Now, because I cut my, I'm not going to totally center this. I'm going to make it up just a little bit higher. So because I tend to use 4x6 and 4x4 photos, I cut my photo mats in those sizes instead of the sketch, which is, you know, like a 3x4, 3x4, 3x4. So I just tweaked it to what I tend to use, and I'm using the dark side of the Lost Lagoon on these. Okay, and because I'm using the other side of this 12x12, these little stripe things are going in a different direction. So it may look weird when you put these side by side. Do you see how these stripes are horizontal and these are vertical? You know, I'm like, whatever. I'm not sure I would notice after I get my photos in place. I'm not sure it would bother me. But, you know, that you would have to use 2 pieces of that paper to make them this way. Now, you could make them vertical, and then but I just didn't like those 2 together. I felt like it needed to flow this way. Now, to zhuzh this up, I have some stuff here. Sorry, I'm going to make some space. Okay, so one thing I really wanted to use is that really cool, like, wheat paper. I know it kind of is blendy onto this pecan pie, but I kind of like how it looks. It just, I don't know. I really like how that looks. So I'm just going to put that down against here and here. And because it kind of extends this piece, it kind of needs to happen on the other side as well. So I cut a couple of pieces of that paper. Sorry, I need a bigger table space. That's what I need. So I need to do that over here as well, because that way it gives it a balance of using that color on both papers. And so I'm just going to put that here, put one here, and I'm overlapping this 6x6 just a little bit. What I'm going for here is to try to make this kind of centered. That's what I'm going for. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. It's, you know, I just want it to look nice. Okay, so now I have that kind of wheat color, and again, that's an exclusive color. And then I thought, okay, this is the sketch. Essentially, this is the sketch. So it needs some color. It needs something bolder. And so I thought maybe bringing in that darker color of that Lost Lagoon might be kind of nice. So this is from the sticker sheet. I know, Stephanie, I know. I just thought that was perfect for her. I'm glad you like it. Actually, I don't know why I'm putting glue down, because this is a sticker sheet. I guess that will be stickered and glued. Okay, so I put my sticker sheet in the trimmer, and I trimmed the sticker in parts, right? So that this would be smaller strips. And I like that I can make smaller strips out of that. And yeah, I could have totally made this like out of just cardstock. But the idea is to use up what I got. I'm using up my kit. I'm trying not to store everything. It's so hard to not just use cardstock, because it's so easy, and use the pattern instead. But I really do like how that pattern looks on there. I hope you can see that okay. So, and then on the other page, just for balance, I cut these little teeny strips. Look how small they are. I could have flipped it. I could have done the little teeny strips or the over here. It doesn't matter. I just wanted balance. That's all. And I used what I had, which isn't, I didn't have gobs, so we're gonna use it up. So there is sticker number 1, and it's going off my glass mat, so it's going crooked, sorry. This glass mat needs to be just another, maybe 6 or 7 inches, and I'd be good. It's just it's a little short for 2-page spread, but I like using it because it's so wonderful for all of the little artsy things that I do, and it cleans up so nice. I don't have to worry about ruining my desktop. Okay. Now, the other thing that I thought about, and now I've glued these down so it's too late, but if I wanted to, I could have matted these with that darker color, and that would add a little something to them, but I glued those down, so I'm going to leave that off. And then I have just a couple little strips of that gold, and I don't know, I just feel like I can add a little stripe or a little something to these longer pieces, and I just feel like it needs it. I don't know. I really like how that looks. Now, the other thing that I did, it's a little weird. I got to show you. I cut a bunch of hexagons in the pattern paper, so you can see the back is that check kind of thing, and the front is that kind of star looking. So I'm going to have, in order to cut both pieces, what happens is the die cuts, it cuts it like this. So you end up with an outline and a center. So I won't use all of them, okay? But I thought I really liked adding this soft. It adds a little bit of that kind of gold color without adding it in such a severe gold. And I really liked the idea of making this like a honeycomb on the page. So I'm just going to glue, and I know I want this hanging off the page a little bit. So I'm just gluing down to the top. You know, this paper is gorgeous. This paper is a winner. It is totally, it's totally a winner. I'm so happy with it, and let's see, where do I want this? I want this like this. And I think I want a couple of them down here at the bottom also. And I'm trying to make them wonky on purpose, so. They're not perfect. Because I just want the decoration there. It doesn't have to be like super linear and perfect. Do I want it down here? Do I want it up here? I think I'm just gonna make it off like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take these and fill the hexagon centers. I feel like this could be a bee themed kind of thing. And you know, when I purchased the bee stuff, I'm putting the glue on the paper instead so I don't get glue all over the place on the back. But when I purchased the bee stuff, I purchased some of the stuff from last year that retired. So I purchased this Be My Valentine, which is not the current meant to be, but it had some things on it that I really like. Like I really like this little, you know, I like the messages, I like the bees, I like the flowers. Anyway, I thought, I can use that, right? Okay. And I don't think it matters which one you get. There's good stuff in both of them. As a matter of fact, I considered getting both, but do I really want that many bee images? I just can't decide about that. All right. So I have that going on. Okay. Now I have a few things. These gems are the gold textured adhesive back. They have like a little bit of a something inside of them that looks cool. And then I have some decorations that I cut. I cut it from the Be My Valentine, from the Everyday Happiness, etc. And I just thought we could, you know, add a little something to this page. So I stamped directly on the sticker and I cut the sticker. It says you'll always be the one for me. And I thought that would look really nice on, you know, one of these here. This says you make my heart buzz, and I stamped a little heart on it, and I thought that one was really cute. I really love all the little things from this this everyday moments, everyday happiness set, whatever. Sorry, they have different names for the different parts, but it's every day, every day. And so I made like a little title that I thought would look really good up here, and then I thought we could add some of the florals and the greenery. I love the little hearts. I mean, gosh, there's so many little things that you could add to this. I have these little hearts, which I think, you know, I just cut them out of the pattern paper, and you could put them anywhere, you know. But I really like how those look. So, okay, and then I made some bees. So these bees are made from my scraps of that gold paper. Like there you can see that wheat symbol. It's that gold pattern paper. And then this paper is that leftover, there's the back side that I used here. And then I just cut, what I did was, since I don't have die cuts for the stripes on these bees, I turned them upside down on paper and traced it on brown cardstock, and then I just cut stripes. The little tiny bees you can stamp onto, because the stamps right here fit the little bees, see? And then the little wing I stamped for the little bees. The hearts, you could make that into a heart or a wing, you know, your choice, whatever. But I just thought, how cute is this little bee? You know, you could put him on. We can put these cute little bees all over, right? And I don't know, I just think they're adorable. I just think they're adorable. Then I have more flowers. Now, I need a little something down here, and I really like these flowers, so let's put some down here. And I can put some of those up on foam. This says happy. I could put it down here or up here, and I think down here makes sense because it balances that title. And then this pure sweetness, I think I want to tuck it. This is a sticker from the sticker sheet, and you can see you can just tuck that on top of one of your photo mats. And I just have, okay, and then one of the dies in this one is this little tiny flower. And see how many there are? I just put them all on my die cut machine at the same time and cut a whole bunch at once. And that's how I ended up with all of these little, you know, all these little flowers. And I just think it's really sweet to be able to add different parts and pieces to the layout. You can put things anywhere you wish. So I'm just sort of tucking, and then when I'm done here, I will glue things down. I love these little bitty flowers. They're just so sweet. And so I think I can add them here and there. And I cut them intentionally from different parts of that paper so that I would get different colors from it. And, you know, that it just gives you a different perspective, you know, a little bit of options to play with here on your coloring. So, all right, I think that looks pretty good though. I think that needs to be green. The other thing is I did cut a few hearts, and you can put the hearts anywhere you want. And you can put the, you know, the gold dots anywhere you want. So I really like how this looks. This is coming together. And I think the layout is really sweet. So the other thing I was thinking of doing is using this little bee trail. There's an actual stamp. This is the retired one, but you know, room for journaling, room for a few pictures. You don't like the little ones? You don't like the little flowers? Or you just lose them. I get that. That's what that little tray is for, is to hold all those crazy things. And then I love how these dots look on this page. Okay, these are amazing, and you can add a few. To me, they look a little bit like honey. You know what I mean? Like they're that golden color of honey. And then I have this that says you're sweet as honey, and I'm not really sure what my plan was with it, but I'll probably trim it and put it down here at the bottom. Now, just for kicks, I'm gonna get out that honeycomb. Now, I know that I know that this is a brown, but it's actually, when it stamps, it looks gold. And that's kind of how that color Wild Wheat is. So if you don't have acorn, you may consider using Wild Wheat. I like the idea of having the honeycomb on here. I just think it looks really cool. And if you want it a little, you know, little softer, you could do it in 2nd generation, and that would look really good too. So, what do you think? Do you like it? I want to know what you think. This is, I think it turned out great. I love it. And the sticker sheet and the dies together, I think it makes it a B page, but not a crazy color, little kid looking B page. I like the idea of having a page that's a little bit more like grown up looking, and not one that I would need to like put kid pictures on necessarily. So but I really do want to know what you think. All right, so what do you think? This one good? I think we're done, other than I need to adhere and put my little gems, a few more little gems on, and then call it done. If there's something you think that you see that you're like, don't do that, message me, let me know. So they do look like honey. They do. I think they look really, these are not colored drops that I would normally buy. They're a little bit, they're just a little bit deep, if that makes sense, for scrapbooking. But I love them. I like how they end up looking. Cool. Cool, cool. And why not use them when you've got them? So, all right. That is my page for today. I will see you all Friday. Hi, Barb. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I'm wrapping up here. I already drew names for the Hostess Club this month, and I started a new host code. If you place an order, you'll be in the new drawing. And, you know, the last days of celebration are this week. So if you're looking for the free stuff, they've added, those alphabet dies are incredible. They added those to the free stuff. Look at those. These are the alphabet a la mode, and I was like, yes, please. These were really expensive to start with, and to get them free with purchases is a deal. So I was pretty happy to see those in there. They may even be sold out now, because they'll be coming back if they're sold out, but not before celebration's over. All right, that's what I got today. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.